What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we're going to be talking about a Facebook gaming streamer who goes by the name of Snipez. First of all, we will be looking into the fact that he's used an unlock all tool for his weapons, but not just that, some of his gameplay seems highly suspicious, and we're going to analyse some of that today as well. If you do enjoy the video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Badboy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. As always, guys, we start off by coming over to the page. This is Snipez' Facebook gaming page. We've scrolled down to the About section on the page. He's got 3,175 people who follow him. He's a level up content creator on Facebook, which means that he has monetization active. This means that his viewers are able to send him donations. At the moment, looking at it, it doesn't seem that he has the supporter button option. But that means his only source of income via the Facebook gaming page is donations from his viewers. What we're going to do now, though, guys, we're going to go and show you some of his gameplay, some of the plays that we've seen, and let you guys decide whether or not you believe it is suspicious. Just the general movement of him. Look at the way he pre-aims through that truck there. Okay, you could say there was a red dot on the minimap, so he would have known the general direction of the enemy, but the way in which he pre-aimed through that truck, that's what we're going to concentrate on here, because it happens on numerous occasions. That's a sign of wall hacks. If it happens once, not so much, but if it happens over and over again, or similarities in certain plays, then we start thinking it's a potential possibility that it's wall hacks. This guy has got 75 wins. He's only a level 128. He's got 7,245 kills with a 3.93 KD. He's using keyboard and mouse, so he shouldn't have any aim assist whatsoever.
Okay.
Pushing up the stairs now, almost like he knows someone's there. Throws his loadout. Watch this. Okay, that play alone then, I'm going to pull that back slightly, is very similar to the pre-aim he did through the truck. But not just that, it seems to have some sort of aim assist. At this point, there could well have been visuals there. You've got to remember the output on Facebook gaming is very poor. 720p is the best we can get our hands on for this content for Facebook gaming streamer. Unless they're partnered, they get 1080p, I believe it is. So, you could have seen him, but this pre-aim, and then he doesn't miss a bullet. Okay, the enemy was standing still, but that pre-aim was identical to the one he did through the truck before. But this is another main thing that we're going to focus on now. He's just got his loadout. We're going to wait until he's got his loadout here. Watch this. Okay. Look at the weapons that he's got. Swiss K31. Dex Lord. Ice Drake. He's got skins on them all, he's got blueprints on them all, but look at the levels of them. And what one does he decide to go with? He decides to go with the Swiss K31 and the Desert Heat, level 26. Yeah, that's a level 26 gun. So there's absolutely no way that that gun could have DM Ultra, yeah? But watch this. The Swiss K31 has got DM Ultra on. He switches over. Oh, look at that. Also, DM Ultra. So at that point, we already know that he's using an unlock all tool for his camos, for his weapons. What one's he using? Is he using one that's tied in with aimbot and wall hacks? Or is he using one that's just completely separate? Or has he paid a service to someone, just like Vapulia did, where they pay £60 and get it unlocked by somebody who's literally using a cheat engine to do it? Either way, his general gameplay, although there's not much going on at the minute, he's pre-aimed two situations. The first one, it's almost like he tried to pre-aim someone, realised that it wasn't just that barrier that was in front of him, but the enemy was actually behind something else further away as well. He couldn't take the shot. The second one, He pre-aimed perfectly, lined it up perfectly, and managed to get the kill. Again, another pre-aim. That one there, if we pull it back, we can see bullets, okay? We can see bullets coming across. But what I want to point out is that the bullets are not to do with this enemy. It's almost like the bullets are at this enemy. You see they're coming across here. Yeah? So those bullets are coming from over that way. Whereas the enemy is in this area where he originally aimed at. And all of a sudden the enemy appears.
Fuck.
So I'm going to say, based on that shot then, it doesn't appear that the guy is using aimbot. But the knowledge he has of enemy positions is too much, considering he doesn't have a UAV. Considering the 3 times he's pre-aimed something now, there has been no UAV active. Just his general movement as well, guys, just doesn't add up, okay? Although he's only got 2 kills, the understanding of enemy positions doesn't seem to add up with his movements, his whole game awareness. Look at this now for the pre-aim, and there's the enemy. Yeah, watch again. He knew the enemy was moving from right to left, and he still manages to move his aim back over to the right. Look at this now. And there was the enemy there. He perfectly tracked that guy through all of that, through the crane and everything. We're going to pull it back slightly. Watch now. Yeah, there's the enemy just appeared there. He had no visuals of that enemy other than right here. But when he was already aiming down sight at that location, he hadn't seen him prior to that, and he aimed down sight at that location, the enemy runs across. So that tells me again that he had some knowledge of that enemy's position that he shouldn't have had, which would be either player skeleton, player box, permanent UAV, 2D radar, and so on. The way in which he's pre-aiming, though, would tell me that it isn't a 2D radar and that it isn't a permanent UAV, but more likely to be a visual that's right in front of you by the way in which he's pre-aiming, okay? The way in which he's lining his shots up. But that is now 4 situations where he's pre-aimed an enemy he shouldn't have known was there. And I know this gameplay might actually be quite boring to watch, guys. He's only got 2 kills, I get that. The guy's using an unlock tool and he's pre-aimed an enemy 4 times without any knowledge of that enemy being there.
Fuck.
Oh, look at that. That's 5 times now. Okay. Pull that one back slightly. Watch. Because I want to see if we can actually see this enemy now. Watch. Here is where the enemy is. But he's popping a shot off further away, okay? He's popped a shot off further away there. There's still no knowledge of that enemy there.
Fuck.
Okay, so I have literally just put the headset on to try and find out whether or not you can hear the enemy, and you can't. Okay, so there's no visuals, there's no sound of that enemy. But what he does do, he checks his heartbeat sensor, swears a little bit, pre-aims this pillar post right here, peeks out, and what do you know? There's the enemy and he gets the shot. And you can tell by the way in which he peeks out that that enemy wasn't visible before he peeked out, because the enemy appears as he peeks out, okay? So there is absolutely no way of him knowing that enemy was there. With no UAV, the enemy didn't show up on the heartbeat sensor, and there was no sound or visuals of the enemy. He still pre-aimed that exact location waiting for the enemy. That's 5 situations, or is it 6? I'm losing count. Yeah? Let's continue.
ZRG in a kilo. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this gulag.
So far, he's only on 3 kills, okay? 3 kills with 46 left. And this is somebody who, at the minute, seems to have this amazing awareness in the game. This is somebody who seems to be god level with his hearing, yeah? That sound that people talk about. The general game sense of playing 8 hours a day that people talk about. This guy seems to possess what it takes to be a monster, to be a Warzone controller god. But for some reason he's only got 3 kills. Although I say a controller god, he is on keyboard and mouse. I was just generally chatting the bubbles that we hear from many of these streamers, these 8-hour-a-day streamers. Okay, so he's bought a self-revive. Doesn't have much confidence in whatever he's using. Okay, so he keeps looking over to this building on the left here, which to me is very suspicious.
Enemy UAV overhead.
It's almost like he's watching somebody run up the stairs within that building. He's been looking at it from the bottom. He's then climbed up a building. Let's watch that one. How did he know that guy was there then? Right. Let's pull that back. Look at his position in here. How does he know this guy's here? He jumps up onto this. Can you see any visuals there, guys, to let you know that there's an enemy down there? We can see a car coming in on the map here, but that's about it. There is nothing on the mini-map that's stating an enemy to be down there. Still nothing. Still nothing. And there. Maybe, just maybe, got visuals at the last second. Maybe. But that brings us back then to the orange building that he has been peeking at for the past 5 minutes in the game. Look at this. Pre-aims. Oh! What? He has been looking at that location for about 5 minutes in the game. He's climbed the building. Whilst climbing up the ladder, kept peeking over to the orange building. He gets on the building, he has a look around, but keeps looking back to the orange building. And then he pre-aims that perfectly. Anyone on the heartbeat, mate? No. I'm going to pre-aim it anyway. Oh, and a guy appears. That's enough for me, that one there, guys. I'm going to leave it as that because there is absolutely no way he could have known that enemy was there. You're going to tell me it was general checks? If you want to check this gameplay out fully, feel free to, because I will tell you now, there was no knowledge of that enemy being on top of that building in that exact location. Nothing on the minimap. He was checking the building for about 5 minutes, including going up a ladder, kept looking over to probably make sure that that enemy didn't have sight on him, meaning that he knew the enemy was there inside the building with no minimap knowledge. And then the way in which he checks his heartbeat sensor at the end, no one shows up on it, and he still pre-aims that corner as the enemy appears. How many times can you do that for it to not be sus? Once. I'd say once every now and then you have a play where it's like, ooh, how did he know that was there? And then we let it slide, yeah? But when you're having 5, 6, 7 of them in a row, in one game, yeah, that's sus as hell. So in my opinion, I think that it shows massive signs of wall hacks within his gameplay. I don't think he's using aimbot based on what I've seen in the gameplay. If he was using aimbot, it would be very blatant. The fact is he's on keyboard and mouse. But definitely big signs of wall hacks. This is Grim Snipes on Facebook Gaming. How long's he been doing this for? How long's he been getting away with it for? He's using an unlocker tool as well. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Well, there we have it, guys. Grim Snipes has some very suspicious gameplay, and let's not mention the fact that he's got DM Ultra unlocked on all his weapons in his loadouts. But throughout that gameplay, there were definitely signs of wall hacks. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and why not give it a share, because it does help massively. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today, and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Badboy Beaman. If you want to get involved with the community over on Reddit, hit that subreddit link in the description below. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!